Hi, I'm Todd Banner, and today we're going to talk about making a promotional video. Now, you can use your smartphone to make a promotional video, and there's some tips to make it look really nice. First is, if you're going to use available light, like this, then make sure you have a well-lit location. The other thing that you might want to do is not hold the cell phone in your hand. So a tripod is really important. So let's take a look at what happens when we do that. Okay, so now we have my iPhone affixed to a tripod so it doesn't jump around that much. And we're using a special smartphone tripod head on a relatively lightweight tripod that was originally for smaller digital cameras. So this looks better, but there's still some things we need to do. This is using available light. If we use some sort of light source, it'll look better. Anyway, so now we're using an LED light source, and this is a CN160 LED panel. It is inexpensive, about $30 online, and as you can see now, we have much better looking video. But there's other things that we need to do as well, and remember, there's stuff behind me, kind of distracting. So you gotta make sure there's nothing behind you when you're doing a video. So let's see what we can do about that. So now we've gotten rid of the distractions in the background by using a professional backdrop. If you're going to do promotional videos frequently, it's worth buying a professional backdrop and backdrop stand. We're using the same CN160 light for the lighting, and as you can see, we're getting pretty good results. But what else can we do? Well, one of the things we could do is use a second CN60, and as they're inexpensive, it's worth having more than one to light the background. With our second LED light, we are lighting the background. So that just brightens things up and makes them look better. So now our video is looking pretty good. But how does it sound? We're using the iPhone 6's built-in microphone. Can we do anything to make these sound better? You can find corded, wired lavalier microphones online for not much money. So let's try a corded lavalier mic in our next clip and see how that works. Now we're using a corded lavalier microphone instead of the iPhone's built-in microphone. And I think you'll agree that this sounds better than the built-in microphone. There's less reverberation coming out of the room. It sounds a little more intimate. So, what can we do to make an iPhone promotional video look good? Well, we can put the iPhone on a tripod. We can use a video light source like the CN160, inexpensive. We can start using a backdrop rather than where we are to avoid distractions in the background. We can add a second video light behind to light the backdrop. And we can use a wired lavalier mic to give us better sound. So this will give you a pretty professional looking iPhone video. Are there things that we can do to make it even better? Yes, but that involves moving from the iPhone to a camera with better quality. In this tutorial, I've given you tips on how to make a decent looking video using your smartphone. In this segment, we've moved from my iPhone to a Canon 70D mounted with a Sigma 17 to 70 millimeter lens. Before I go further though, there's one thing I haven't mentioned, and it should be your first step. Write a script. You obviously know what you're talking about, and you may think you can talk about it during your video smoothly, but unless you're really good, chances are you won't be able to. So write a script. It keeps you from saying repetitive things. Now back to cameras. Here are a couple of reasons why you may want to use better equipment for your video. First is, smartphones have wide-angle lenses. This means you have to get really close to your subject to fill the frame. If you get close to somebody's face with a wide-angle lens, it's going to give a rather distorted, unflattering appearance. Our Canon 70D, with its 17 to 70 millimeter lens on it, is zoomed to 70 millimeters. And this is an ideal short telephoto portrait length. It gives a flattering appearance to someone's face. The other reason, or the next reason, that you may want to use a better piece of equipment is smartphones have really tiny imaging sensors. They're smaller than a pinky fingernail. This means that they need a lot of light to look good. Without enough light, they look grainy and noisy. The Canon 70D and other cameras like it have an imaging sensor many, many times larger than a smartphone sensor. And they're very good at dealing with low light. And as you can see, this video looks better than my iPhone video. Now, a couple of things we've done in addition to make this look better is we've moved from the smaller CN160 LED light to a light panel about the size of an iPad. It's over here on on my left. Additionally, we have to my right a reflector, and now that's filling in the shadows on that side of my face to give a softer, less harsh appearance. So in conclusion, although you can make a pretty good looking video using a smartphone, if you're doing it a lot, you may want to get better equipment. It's just going to give you better results. A smartphone video will look okay on YouTube, but if you're projecting it to a large screen, people are going to see the quality difference. If you're not doing video very often, then it makes sense possibly to hire a professional who has better equipment. I'm Todd Banner. I hope you found this tutorial informative, and thank you for watching.